How do I get a copy of the adoption decree? If you are wondering how to get a copy of the adoption decree, you are not alone. This process can feel a bit overwhelming, but I am here to guide you through it step by step. First, you need to identify the state and county where the adoption was finalized. This is essential because adoption records are usually kept at the county superior court or a similar local court. Once you have that information, the next step is to contact the clerk or records department of that county. You can either call them or visit their office. When you reach out, ask about the specific process for requesting a certified copy of the adoption decree. It is also important to find out who is eligible to receive a copy and what identification or documentation you will need to provide. Keep in mind that adoption decrees are often sealed to protect the privacy of everyone involved. In many states, neither the birth parents nor the adoptive parents can access the full decree. Access may be granted to the adoptee or others only if they meet certain legal criteria. In some jurisdictions, you may need to file a formal petition with the court if you want access to the records. For example, in California, you must demonstrate a compelling reason for needing the decree. The court will then decide whether to grant your request. When you are ready to submit your request, be prepared to provide valid identification. You will likely need to pay a fee for the certified copy as well. If you do not have a government-issued identification, explain your situation to the clerk and ask if they accept other forms of identification. If your request is denied, do not lose hope. Ask the clerk or supervisor about your legal options. You may need to consult an attorney or seek a court order to obtain the decree. After the adoption is finalized, a new birth certificate is typically issued that lists the adoptive parents. To obtain this new birth certificate, you may need to submit specific forms to the Vital Records Office in your state. This process is often separate from obtaining the adoption decree itself. Some states provide one copy of the new birth certificate when the adoption is processed, while additional copies may require separate applications and fees. Obtaining a copy of the adoption decree is a sensitive process. It involves the privacy and identity of all parties, including birth parents, adoptive parents, and the adoptee. Understanding the legal protections in place is important, as is respecting the emotional significance of these documents. By following these steps, you can navigate the process with confidence and clarity.